Good morning, folks. How are you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. My name is Nash on a hump day. I'm loving the weather. I'm loving that it's looking like a tad cloudy, but it's gonna be just fine. The last time I was here was on Monday, of which we had two games happening in the evening. We had Leicester City taking on Fulham, a game which we all thought, Vardy is gonna do his thing, wipe the floor with Fulham. Schmeichel Mag, clean sheet pallage FPL. Where? Yo, that game was the epitome of how the season has been. Crazy. Yeah, super crazy. Fulham won that game 2-1. No one would have seen that one coming. Then after that, we had West Ham taking on Aston Villa, a game which was bound to be interesting. A lot of controversy thanks to VAR, but West Ham came out the winners 2-1 win, and now they're up to 5th. Aston Villa's juu wako 10th, na sisi bado tuko chini yao. Sucks. By the way, yesterday I had a Zoom meeting with Webbie where we looked into details of Matchweek 10, doing some extra digest on some of the talking points from that game. I'll be sharing a link of the same. You can go check it out on our YouTube channel. Okay? We also talked a bit about Champions League football. Speaking of which, yesterday we had Matchday 5 going on, which set up the results of Matchday 5 yesterday. They set up Matchday 6 to be one super spicy matchday. Itakuwa ya kukata na shoka, man. Itakuwa kukata na shoka. So much will be up for grabs on Matchday 6 for like all the groups zenye zilicheza jana. Alright, so like yesterday we had Group A all the way to Group D. In action, Group A, we had Atletico Madrid hosting Bayern Munich, a game which seemed like Bayern were going to take an L. Then they rescued it in the last minutes, 1-1 draw, which led to Atletico Madrid having 6 points, which does not guarantee them safety into round of 16, because Salzburg was in action yesterday also at Lokomotiv Moscow, and they won that game 2-1. So now they have 4 points. So on Matchday 6, in that group, it's going to be Salzburg hosting Atletico Madrid. 6 points versus 4 points. If Salzburg wins that game, they go through to the round of 16, Atletico wanaenda Europa, and vice versa. Yeah, so it's going to be super spicy. Lokomotiv Moscow wanacheza away at Bayern Munich. There's no chance in hell that they're winning that game. Yao story yao ya Champions League imeisha hiyo design. Alright, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be going to the Europa League and who's going to be going to the round of 16 in Group A. In Group B, if you thought Group A is interesting, you have no idea what's happening in Group B, where we have Borussia Mönchengladbach, we have Real Madrid, we have Inter Milan and Shakhtar Donetsk. All these teams, apart from Inter Milan, can top the group. In fact, Inter Milan is top group. Yeah, they cannot. Because if Borussia Mönchengladbach gets beat, Real Madrid will have 10 points. And even if Inter Milan win, they will still be having 8 points. So it's interesting, yeah. But Mönchengladbach have 8 points. Shakhtar have 7 points, second in the group. Real Madrid have 7 points, third in the group. And Inter Milan are last with 5 points. So Inter Milan will be hosting Shakhtar in the last game week, or in the last match day. That's next week on Thursday. And then after that, we're going to be having Real Madrid hoping they're going to be beating Borussia Mönchengladbach. Because if they don't, they might be going through to the Europa League. It's going to be crazy there. It's going to be crazy. So we shall see what shall happen there. Because if Mönchengladbach gets beat by Real Madrid and Shakhtar Donetsk beats Inter Milan, Mönchengladbach, despite all the good things they've done, they might be going to the Europa League. It's going to be crazy in that group. I'm looking. Matchday 6 itakuwa ya kukata na shoka. The only one that does not have much, to be honest, is Group C, where we have Man City and Porto. All those are already through to the round of 16. No doubt about it. Maybe the only issue is going to be who's going to be topping the group, of which is going to be Man City. Jana walicheza to a 0-0 draw. Boring draw. Yeah. And then we have Olympiacos and Marseille. Those are the two teams now. Wangangane waone nani ataenda Europa League. There's no match there. Yesterday, by the way, Real Madrid were playing against Shakhtar Donetsk. They lost 2-0. Inter Milan were playing against Borussia Mönchengladbach. They beat them 3-2 away from home. So a huge win for Inter Milan. Juka angeshinda hiyo story ya Champions League na Europa League ingekuwa imeisha hiyo design. So yeah, they bought themselves a lifeline yesterday with the results of that game. And when I was watching the Real Madrid versus Shakhtar game, to be honest, I felt like I was watching Arsenal. Tunachezanga tu venye, so maybe okay, Real Madrid maybe wacheza a bit better because wana create chances and stuff, but ilikuwa nakaa ni kama Arsenal wako in white. I swear to God, that's how it seemed yesterday. I pity all those guys who support Arsenal and Real Madrid right now. I pity them. I'm sorry for you guys. My condolences. They must be having a torrid time. Oh, it's crazy, man. It's crazy for these guys. I pity them, to be honest. Then Group D, the last group that was in action yesterday, we had Atalanta playing against Midtjylland at home, and they drew. Najua hapo watu wengi wa bet walipoteza bet hapo jana. I am sure of it. Midtjylland were actually leading that game until the 78th minute. That's when Atalanta scored and equalized. Liverpool were playing at home against Ajax. They won that game 1-0. There's this keeper who they introduced who had a very good game. Anaitwa Kellerman. He had a heck of a game yesterday. So match day 6 there is going to be interesting because it's going to be Atalanta hosting Ajax. Whoever wins there goes through to the round of 16. Whoever loses goes through to the Europa League. It's going to be interesting there. As in match day 6 itakuwa kukata na shoka. So today we have some other groups of course in action. E, F, G, H. Like in Group E, we have Sevilla taking on Chelsea. That's going to be deciding who's going to be topping the group there because they're both tied on 10 points. I think Sevilla have a better goal difference. That's why they're top. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what will happen in Seville today. Hiyo itakuwa kukata na shoka. That's a must watch. The other games happening in that group is Krasnodar hosting Rennes. Of course, those are the ones who are going to be deciding on who is going to be going to the Europa League. Yeah? They still have 2 games to play, so we'll have to wait until those matches happen. Ndio tujue huyu aendi, where to go through and stuff like that. Group F, we have Borussia Mönchengladbach, Borussia Dortmund hosting Lazio. That's going to be, of course, deciding who's going to be winning the group because Dortmund have 9 points, Lazio have 8 points. So whoever wins tonight might as well just have won the group and might go through as the top guy in that group. Then kuna the small issue of Bruges and Zenit St. Petersburg. They're going to be deciding who's going to be going to the Europa League and who's not gonna. Yeah? So it's going to be interesting. Bruges, of course, they are still ahead. I think they have 4 points. Ama ni wao wako na 1-1. Yeah, so they're going to be deciding whoever wins that game tonight between Club Brugge and Zenit is the one who's going to be going through to the Europa League, most likely. Yeah, because we still have match day 6 to play. Then in Group G, we have Barca, Juventus. How are we going to go through? The only question is who's going to be topping the group there. We don't know yet. Yeah, Barcelona are top with 12 points. Juve have 9 points. They still have a game to play at Camp Nou. And then we shall be seeing who's going to be topping that group. Then there's a small issue of Dynamo Kiev and Ferencvaros to be deciding who's going to be going through to the Europa League there. Yeah, they're going to be deciding that and they're going to be playing tonight. So leo ndio tutajua mwenye anaenda nje na mwenye anaenda through to the Europa League. Then we have the last issue of Group H, which I feel is not yet done. 2 games to play. Yeah, of course, tonight and then the last game. So tonight we have Man United hosting PSG, a game that Man United need at least a point. If they get at least a point tonight, they are through to the round of 16. Yeah, maybe the only issue is are they gonna be topping the group? That's gonna be the only issue. Yeah. Then the other game is gonna be between Istanbul and Leipzig. They're gonna be deciding there. Leipzig have to win that game to at least have a chance of going through to the round of 16. Because if they don't, and maybe Man United win, they are in trouble. Or if they don't and PSG win, they are also in trouble. So they have to win tonight. Yeah? And this is why Man United are not yet through. If United don't win tonight, which I don't see why they should not, or at least get a point. If they don't get a point tonight, which means they'll get beat, and Leipzig wins, we'll have 3 teams in that group with 9 points. But Man United, of course, will be top. I think they have the best goal difference in that group. Then you go to match day 6, where Man United will be going away to Leipzig, and PSG will be hosting Istanbul, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. Well, of course, I've said this before, and it has turned out to be absolutely shitty. But if United don't win tonight, and they go to Leipzig and they don't win, what end of Europa? Okay, in the next 2 games, Man United just need a single point. Yeah, which I kind of feel maybe they will get today. Yeah, maybe they might get that today because, PSG, they have to win tonight. So watakuja huko na mioto. Man United might be a bit relaxed in that game. And PSG might not be. So that's maybe where the game is going to be won at. Yeah, that's maybe where the game is going to be won at. Of course, they have beaten PSG at their own backyard twice. So PSG wakikuja huku, yeah, I don't see why United should not get a point tonight. But if they don't, I'll be looking forward to seeing if they don't, because it's going to be interesting today. Leo kutakuwa na game mbili za kukata na shoka. I actually think, leave alone Sevilla versus Chelsea game, the Man United versus PSG game, that for me is one I'll be keeping an eye on. Hiyo lazima nitaona. I'll be watching that game. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. All right, folks. So that's all there is today. Just today, let's wait and see what's going to be happening tonight. As tunangoja Thursday night football kesho. Yeah. Thursday zinakwanga plot mbaya. Maria alafu Europa League. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Especially for us like Arsenal guys. We are looking forward to that. It's to qualify. Qualify. So si ni kutulia tu kupea kina Balogun chance wacheze. You know, kina Eden Mill Smith Rowe, go entertain yourselves and enjoy and get the 3 points. Yeah, score some goals, knock yourself out. And speaking of Arsenal, I was reading an article, interview Unai Emery, and was talking a lot about what happened at him at Arsenal, how he was not for the idea of signing Nicola Pepe, how he was not for the idea of losing Ramsey, Koscielny, and Cech, and he wanted Koscielny to stay, could not stay. He gave his thoughts on the Ramsey idea or the Ramsey deal and what happened to him moving to Juventus, where it was all about finances for Ramsey. But they alikuwa ataka alipe pesa mob, of which coach hapo hawezi do much, to be honest. He can't do much. I was one of the guys who criticized Unai Emery. I felt like hakufuatia Ramsey as much as he should have, maybe because he was saying Ramsey is one of his dudes. He's one of the guys who's looking to build Arsenal around. He did not fight for him. I felt so, and it was all down to finances. Coach was do much on the finances. We talked about the dressing room and how he wanted the players to vote for their captain, because he felt like he gives like it's a 50-50 contribution. You know, him as a coach contributes 50 and then the players contribute the other 50. That's why he wanted to give them a chance to vote. He talked about Ozil and how the guys did not want Ozil as the captain, or rather he was not chosen as the captain, and how he wanted Ozil to do more. He talked about the lack of winning mentality at Arsenal, where today some guys, they want to win the game. They're like, yes, let's go and win this one. And then they don't have the same mentality next game. And then so fluctuating mentality is there, which I feel is still happening today. Yeah, we have guys who like today were up for it, we buy Asana. The next day, not so much. And it goes on and on and on and on. And the mentality for winning is not yet like fully ingrained in our players, yeah? And so that's a problem that Unai Emery was dealing with, and I feel like even Arteta is dealing with right now. So he talked a lot about some crazy stuff that happened at Arsenal, and I felt like it was a very good interview. It was a very good interview, an eye-opening one, and how his lack of English was used to beat him. Yeah, it was used as a stick, lack of mastery in English. Because, when he was saying good evening, when Arsenal was won, that was fun, everybody liked it. Yeah, and when he was saying good evening after Arsenal was lost, it's a disgrace. Adu manager, Ngoso, Nini, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, when you read those interviews, for me, kind of makes me go a bit slow on criticizing coaches. Just be a bit slow, not quick to dash out and lash out abuses and insults against the coaches. Nah, it just makes me wanna cool down kidogo. Like the one for Arteta right now, I'm a tad at ease, I felt like after we lost, of course Arteta will take some blame because he's a coach and he has to take the responsibility, but for me, I'm not going to bash him a lot. So, yeah, it was an insightful interview. You should go check it out. As an Arsenal fan. All right? That's all for now, folks. Have a fantastic Wednesday. God bless. Take care.